So today's society seems to consist not only with charities, but also with individuals, as dogs being a throwaway item. So if your dog does something you don't like, maybe something dog-like, and the individuals say, right, well, it'll have to go, or we'll have to have it put down then because we can't have that. And quite often behaviour issues, and I'm not talking about any of my clients, quite often behaviour issues are caused by individuals. You've done something and the dog warned you for it. Dogs aren't allowed to speak anymore, so if a dog growls at you, usually the owners start leathering the dog. Great, that just teaches the dog that you're weak. You're not even a leader, you're weak. Because a dog's growl is its warning. So if you stop a dog growling, for instance, you're stopping the dog from warning you. And then what you're going to get is like what I call the silent assassin. You are going to get signals, but you're going to miss them. Because if the only signal you clock is a growl, you've missed the other 10 signals before that. So you're going to miss them, and then that's when they say, well, the bite come out of nowhere. I don't get it. But the kid might have been in the dog's crate. The kid might have been in the dog's food bowl. The kid might have been whatever. And the dog might have put up with that forever until that one day. And then the attitude is, let's destroy it. Or you might have trouble with it and you need it training. So you employ a trainer, and it's a biscuit-only trainer. So if cheese and biscuits and cuddles don't fix your dog, they'll recommend that you drug it or euthanise it. Because, well, if cheese, biscuits and love doesn't fix a dog, then nothing will. A dog's a predator with 42 teeth in its head. How the fuck is kisses, cuddles, cheese and biscuits going to fix a dog's reactivity, fix a dog's behaviour issues? Most behaviour issues are caused by humans, human error. But humans won't admit that. Humans are just like, nah, we'll get another one. And they do the same, and the same, and the same, and the same. So the pattern is, all these dogs are faulty, not the human. Really? No. I think the faulty one is the human. When did dogs become part of throwaway society? That is so wrong. So that's like me saying, Tucker's had a snap at me cat. Absolutely, completely forbidden to even chase my cats, let alone snap at them. So that's like me saying, oh no, he snapped at the cat. And then he's had a snap at me. So I could then say, right, that's it, no, he's got to go. Is that through something I've done? Well, to Tucker's mind, yeah, because he shot for the cat, I shot for him. That was the end of that. The cat took him by surprise. He was asleep upside down in his bed. His instinct kicked in. He must have just seen something out the corner of his eye or something and shot for it, whatever. He was reprimanded quickly and efficiently for that. When I took the treat off him and he had a snap at me, that's because Blue had a treat, he had a treat. Blue had come into the kitchen to assist me washing up. Tucker, in that 2 seconds it took me to wash up my one plate, went in and took Blue's treat off him and had it on the rug next to him. I, without giving it a second thought, went and took the Blue's treat off Tucker. Tucker decided, no, he was eating his own treat, but Tucker decided, no, he's going to eat everybody's treat. Tucker got quickly and swiftly reprimanded for that. Did I say, right, that's it, that dog's got to go? That's not what dogs do. That's exactly what dogs do. Dogs claim, dogs push boundaries. He's a 2-year-old intact male. He's pushing boundaries. He wants to see what he can get away with. This one is 4.5, intact male. He's chilling. But for the first, well, from 2 to 4 years, he was pushing boundaries to see what he could get away with. I didn't just say, right, that's it, I'm giving up on him because he's not doing what I want him to do. He's not being the perfect dog. Because what is the perfect dog? In your eyes, what is the perfect dog? Because I tell you what, the perfect dog in your eyes is going to be very different to the perfect dog in my eyes. And the only way to get your perfect dog is by putting in time, training and commitment. And people don't. People cannot be bothered. People can't even be bothered practicing the lead work, for instance. They can't, it doesn't suit them. Too much effort. A simple thing like that is too much effort for people, and they'd rather get rid of the dog. Now, thankfully, a lot of my clients even if they've felt at the end of the tether and want to rehome the dog or destroy the dog or whatever, thankfully, after a chat with me, they've realised it's a mistake on their part, not the dog's part. And so they continue, or they start with the training. You don't buy a dog and then think, yeah, well, it'll do what I want. They're born trained, because they're not. You have to put the effort in. And if you can't put the effort in, why on earth is your dog paying for your laziness? That is so wrong. And the charities will say, oh, if you can't train this dog with biscuits and love, we'll destroy it then. Although they won't tell you that they're going to destroy it, they will just destroy it and then say behavioural euthanasia. Really? So you didn't want to put a slip collar on your dog to give it the best life it could, to teach it some very important rules and boundaries that nobody's ever taught it. You would rather just destroy it, would you? You absolute fuckers.